Heyo and welcome to Kip TV. I am Kip and today I got a match for you. It was part of the Round Robin series that took place a couple of weeks ago. Real quick, we'll go over the lineups because we are in Turbine, so there's no setup time. So SG stands for Skygrinders. We have zeros on Sniper, Light on NG, Multi is Pyro, Dak is that Rage? No, I think Rage is a team. Is Heavy, Mr. T is Scout, Citrus is Spy, Logic is Soldier, Fresh is Medic, and Metawar is Demo. For CWC, it is CW Clean Community, we have seen before on Kip TV. We have Indigo as Heavy, Disambiguation is Pyro, Chaos is Sniper, Scanty is NG, Big Homer is Medic, Disaster Mix is Soldier, Kerful is Scout, Spy, Jara is Scout, and Regen is Demo. I am out of breath because I just ran up the stairs and then decided to do a cast. I don't know why, but that is what I did. Anyway, we're on Capture the Flag Turbine Pro, which is a really fun map. I love to play it. Capture the Flag. Ooh, Echo loves it too. We're going to do two 20-minute halves, I believe, or first to 10. Those are at least American rules. The round robin was indeed a European little get-together funness, but so we'll see what kind of rules they have. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, yes, this is Turbine, and look at those turbines. It should be turbines, wouldn't you think? But yes, Capture the Flag, if you're not familiar, means there is a intelligence box, briefcase, near each spawn or base. It looks like that, and each team will try to take the enemy intel back to their base to capture it, and that means they have captured the flag. So that is this mode. Super fun. I love it a lot. Okay, let's get to action. Right now, Big Homer has 100% crits. They are in the enemy's base right now, so they're going to need to pop it. However, it is crits, and crits is not good. Whoa, there goes the sentry gun. So they didn't even need an Uber to take out the sentry gun. The engineer was not repairing it, so Mr. T stuff is down. So the Heavy is going to pick up the intel, and you can change players who have the intel. You can, I think it's G or something, drops the intel and your teammate can pick it up. But that's okay. They have the Heavy slowly running. He's got those grew on, those gloves are running urgently. It looks like he will be able to make it to his spawn, but uh-oh. Here's some enemy players that are in their intel room, but the crits is popped and gonna do a good job mowing people down. Indigo, and yeah, it looks like pretty much annihilated Skygrinders team right there, so they're going to be able to continue their little slow jog to their intel room, and there we go. That is the first cap for CW. So it looks like Scanty's stuff went down in the intel room, just like Light did. We're seeing both engines do a similar setup, and are they both using Jag? I believe so, which it's very controversial. You can talk to Sal if you want to talk about the Jag versus other guns, but we won't get into that here because it is Capture the Flag. Usually, it can be very fast-paced. It can also be very stagnant. So far, we're seeing one quick cap, so hopefully it'll be fast-paced. Interesting. Fresh is not using the Uber Saw. Oh, Chaos gets a nice headshot on him going down, so that means Big Homer's going to have a nice crits advantage. We'll see if they decide to move in with it. They are occupying a mid right now. Oh, and Indigo goes down to a backstab, so you're not going to have that Heavy. Oh, and then a headshot from Zeros. So CW is losing players rapidly. Big Homer is Medic right now, so he is trying to figure out somebody to latch onto as they continue their move towards the intel room. We'll see if they can get this. Really, the engineer should be repairing his gun, but oh my god, never mind. Regen gets taken down by Light, and oh, there's the Vitasaw kill from Big Homer, but he goes down after that. So there's a spectator. Looks like there's some controversy about that, but I think he will be gone. Alright, so anyway, let's see what's going on here. Now, strategy-wise for Turbine, what is the strategy? It is, well, for one thing, it's different because this is pro. So so for pro, it's different because you have this banana connector, also called the croissant or just connector, I guess, which means you have another way into mid, which can be very, very useful. Right now we are seeing Gurg. That's not what I called him. The demo, a Meta War is what I called him. There we go. Gurg is, anyway. So Meta War, trying to use that to set up some sticky spawns, sticky traps. It is a good position for entire teams if you're doing a push to push out from. So we're seeing actually some sticky spawn or some sticky traps going on from this door as well. So that is definitely one strategy. Use those demos to the best of their sticky trapping advantage because there's so many doors in this map. Interesting, the blue combo did not finish off the soldier who's behind him. Could prove to be a problem, but looks like he's actually, yeah, they are going to follow up on this kill, which is a good idea, but Logic takes down Jera. We'll see. Disaster goes down to a headshot from Zeros. Maybe it's a European pronunciation, but anyway, so that is going to continue this blue push. They do have crits. It's really interesting that both teams are running crits right now because it is definitely pretty much required that engineers run a level 3 sentry gun on this. And what's the best way to take down a level 3 sentry gun? Definitely Uber, not a crits. But we just saw the crits from blue taking down a couple players, but then coming in from behind is the red crits. Mowed down Fresh the medic, so that medic is going to be out of the way as red defends their base and actually going to be able to do a good job of that. Meanwhile, Regen is in blue, taking down the sentry gun, getting a good angle on that, but then getting backstabbed by the spy. Kerfel takes down Citrus, and then meanwhile, and then Kerfel's going to try to escape, but he's going to run into some trouble, gets Gerardied, and then taken down by Zeros. So not able to accomplish his mission there. And again, we're seeing some more sticky trap action. Luckily for this banana connector, is what I'm going to call it. It is see-through, so you don't have to worry about blindly running into stickies. And the stickies were detonated, actually. And so now here comes the push, but oh, Meta War getting some nice stickies down, taking down Indigo. And so that means Big Homer's going to have to retreat as he has nobody to heal right now. And indeed, he does make his way back to the intel room. Scanty is still running that jag. I don't know. Here's another idea for engineer setup is whenever the intel makes it out of your intel room is just to plant a sentry gun right on top of it. But as you can see, that timer right above this, the intel is slowly ticking down, which means the intel will respawn in the intel room very shortly, and there it goes. So now you have a sentry gun completely out of position. Of course, you can move it, but then that means you're really slow. He could have actually really easily been taken out right there by Kerfel, but he did turn around just in time. Kerfel is escaped and is actually back behind them. We're going to follow him because he could do a lot of damage right here. In fact, he's just going to take the intel and run. Very ballsy. Do they even know he's got it? Yeah, Kerfel is just running away. He's getting in behind the demo and gets the kill of Meta War and just continuing his little jaunt through Turbine right here, and he's pretty much going to be able to get it. I am assuming at least there's not going to be any resistance and so close to red spawn. So he is going to be able to come in here, and that's going to be a 2-0 score. CW Clan Community is in the lead. Meanwhile, Red Team is doing a great job of occupying Blue's intel room right here. The intel is actually already capped again. Well, somebody has it and is running back. You can tell because it is not there. Of course, these little arrows usually point to where the intel is, and oh my goodness, Citrus gets in behind Indigo and taking down that damage dealing class before taking down Big Homer. So great decision-making skills right there. So often you think, oh, take down the medic first. That's what's most important. But when you have a crits heavy, you definitely want to take down the heavy first because he's doing a ton of damage, and it is going to take the medic a little bit longer to switch from that Uber gun to the needles, which do damage, and of course those needles definitely don't do as much damage as a spun-up minigun. So, good idea right there from Citrus is what I was going for, but it is 3-0. CW Clan Community, they managed to do a little bit of a, what do you call it, domino cap, where if you do get that intel and then occupy the intel room, you can easily get the intel a second time. And you do, of course, get crits for the following few seconds after you cap intel. So, speaking of crits, here is Dak, or Rage Killer, getting the crits, but not able to do a ton with it because you can't shoot through stairs, apparently. Oh, TF2 physics. pretty much Newtonian physics right there, right? Can't shoot through cardboard and glass doesn't break. Here comes the crits. Big Homer pops it on Indigo, but Indigo goes down again to Metal War. Metal War just has some great placement stickies. They're doing a good job taking down that heavy. However, Metal War is taking down. Fresh is down as well. Their heavy is down. There's no heavy classes right here to defend the red intel base. They do have to deal with the sentry gun. Oh, and Big Homer ran out in front of it, thinking he could take it, or I'm not sure where if he knew where it was. But anyway, Soldier will be able to grab it. And Disaster Mix is jumping out of there, going for the banana connector, which is a good idea because that will, usually it is less occupied. But oh man, he's got to worry about the scout in on behind him. Mr. T actually, did he get that kill? He got the assist because Citrus came in with that backstab. So the intel is actually pretty close right now. So Blue is going to have to push forward and do a pretty forward hold defense. Oh, but here comes Jera, picks up the intel, takes down Citrus. He's going to be running away as fast as little feet can carry him. And oh, but Metal War coming in. No, actually, yes, Metal War getting that pill on Jera, but intel is still, where is that intel? Ah, Soldiers got it, but they've got to worry because there is blue players in their base, and actually huge occupancy of blue players. Heavy medic were there, but oh man, some great plays by Regen with the stickies disambiguation, and then of course that sentry gun was wrangled even though it was a level 1. So that is a cap again for CW Clan Community. Doing a good job. We have 10 minutes left in this half. I believe we're playing halves. If not, then they only have 10 minutes left for Skygrinders to pull out some miracle, but it is completely possible. As I said before, the domino caps, if you can just get a cap in there and then completely control the intel room, you can get so many domino caps in a row. But right now we are seeing CW Clan do exactly that. Came in with the crits. Crits took down the engineer, and then immediately the sentry gun. Without that engineer repairing, the crits can't. The crits are, you know, just, even though they don't do crit damage to sentry guns, they do sticky damage, which is so much. Light getting mowed down there right outside of his spawn. Not a fun situation. And again, we're seeing domino cap. Right there, CW Clan was able to get that first one, and now they have it again. I'm not sure what Regen is doing right here. He's actually running towards blue spawn. Is he taunting? Is he trying to pass it off to the intel off to somebody else? Not sure what he's doing right now. He is finally running away. Didn't even go for the vents, which could have provided a safer escape. But meanwhile, he will be able to get back, and let's see if he runs into any trouble in mid, because that is probably where blue is right now. Actually, they are in their own vents. Are they? No, they are in their enemy vents, which I actually like this view, because then you can see everything that's happening. So yeah, they're in their enemy vents right above the intel room. Scout knows they're there, though. Oh, pop the Uber. Excellent, excellent. The Uber was popped, and the scout came in to grab the intel, but he was mowed down by the other scout, and oh, some excellent, excellent defense right there from CW Clan Community. And it actually looks like Skygrinders had somebody time out. Who was that? Looks like they're going to have a pause, though, as I try to figure out who... Oh man, CW Clan has got that another cap, so it's now 7-0. We are going to have a pause while the other player reconnects, so we'll be right back. And we're back after that pause. We do have that final player joining. He was Pyro. Still not showing up on the HUD, but whatever, we know he's there. Mr. T coming in with that bonk, trying to scout things out as a scout would, but Regen getting some nice stickies down there, able to defend the intel, and it's a very tricky defense position in the middle right here because you're so open. There's lots of angles for snipers to come in, lots of flanks and height advantages that scouts can get, but actually it looks like right now Red is going to abandon the intel, except for Regen right there, and doing a nice job taking down the Spy. And again, the HUD is not showing up, but yes, just be aware that there are 9 players for blue. Anyway, yeah, Regen is just going to camp that intel with stickies, which is not a bad idea. As meanwhile, the rest of his team is going in for another intel cap. We'll see if they can do it. And actually, Kerfel taking on the sentry gun with his revolver. So nice work right there. Oh man, he's just being so annoying to the NG and going for that. Does that count as a stair tap stab? Well, it was a stab on the stairs, so I think it does count as a stair stab. So anyway, he does get taken down. Meanwhile, Citrus is in on them too, on the enemy team, taking down Regen, but gets called out, and Disaster Mix manages, helps to finish him off. Uh-oh, Big Homer's got a charge, and yeah, my head is being really stupid. Anyway, they do have a crits, it looks like, going to pop in here, and oh man, first rocket just nailed Light, and that sentry gun was not very long for this world. Disaster did take a whole lot of damage. He's gonna have to get out of there, and oh, Citrus getting Big Homer, so nice pick right there. That does help a little bit, but unfortunately not a ton, as they will be able to escape with the intel. Meanwhile, Skygrinders has been able to cap once. Got a high five taunt going on there, which I think this is just amazing. The Pyro doing the high five taunt, he's just so happy. I just love it so much. And yeah, the stupid HUD is not updating the Uber percentages or anything like that, so very frustrating. But you get what you pay for, and I didn't pay for it at all, so I guess I can't complain. Regen taking out Mr. T. That scout is so important in these capture the flag maps because, of course, that speed essential in outrunning people who are coming after you, which it's kind of trite to say, like, of course it's important to be fast and capture the flag, but you can't understate it, really. So, very important to have him alive. Not going to be alive, though, right? Well, he is spawned because it took me like 30 seconds to say all of that. But he is alive right now. Here comes the crits again from CW. Regen taking out Zeraz, taking out a Meadow War, and then now they have to deal with that sentry gun, but it is level 2, which is not that terrifying, and actually is really far back there, so not able to get the positioning and that he needs. I do not agree with that sentry position from Light. I found the most effective sentry position is to be right on the intel and use that Wrangler. Light does get Addict, or Disaster Mix, who came out of the vents and was out of position right there to take down the sentry gun. But yeah, I really like this positioning. If you wrangle it, then you can have access, then you can shut down pretty much this banana connector, then you can also just be, it just makes you more aware and more active as an engineer. Often engineers get complacent and passive on capture the flag because they just basically sit in the intel room and try to prevent people. But as you've seen Scanty's doing, he's doing a good job of staying awake, at least, with that Wrangler. And I think you've seen that because the enemy team's only capped once. Another strategy I really like is putting a teleporter back here, and not even necessarily building another teleporter like Scanty did, but it helps often if you hear your teleporter taking damage, then you know somebody is near your spawn. You know a scout's coming up or a spy, which I always found really helpful because then you know when to watch your back. So right now we're not seeing a whole lot of action right here. CW is just very dominant right now. Looks like they're playing pretty passively. Or defensively. They just want to hold on. As the game is almost over, 2 minutes left. SG not looking great right here. Something could happen though. You know, there's no. Regen taking down Zeros with his bottle. But again, those domino caps can happen so fast, there it's absolutely possible that you could get 9 in 2 minutes. I'm not saying that is going to happen, but just saying it is a possibility. Meadow or taking down Indigo and getting an assist right there on Big Homer. That crits we saw is we have seen CW use it very effectively. But sometimes it's just not going to work because, of course, you're not invincible to those stickies and etc. Which, another duh comment from Kip. But sometimes all I can think of to say is the completely obvious. Anyway, we are running out of time here, and it looks like CW Clan is going to do this, but hey, Disambiguation doing a nice job reflecting some rockets and protecting that sentry gun, being a Pybro, a very nice one. As you can see, he is low in points, but that means he's been sticking around the intel room and helping out his NG, and though that's something you can't really measure in points. You can measure it in love and affection and solidarity, but you can't measure it in points. So love those Pybros, not doing it for the points, but doing it for the love of the engineer. It's beautiful, really. And meanwhile, running out of time, 30 seconds left. Poor SG, Skygrinders are just running out of time and not going to be able to do anything right here. They do have 100% Uber. We'll see if they can make one final push. Where is, we'll just keep an eye on the sentry or the intel room, because that's where they're going to be pushing. Of course, CW knows that. Where is Fresh? Where is that Uber? They got to do it right now. Holding on to something, you don't get to keep that with you. You can't take it with you in the afterlife of TF2, and there we go. Oh, not able to get anything with that. So it is 10-1, and that is a fun round of Turbine, which I love Turbine so much, and Capture the Flag. Definitely don't have enough of that in competitive TF2. So this is the round robin brought to you by, I'm not exactly sure, I think it's just a round robin team or squad, but anyway, Khaleesi has been a huge part of it. She was the one who gave me all these demos, and I hopefully will bring you a lot more of these matches, because they're just a lot of fun and competitive too, and also some maps that you don't normally get to see. So anyway, thanks to Khaleesi, who's been doing an awesome job, in general being awesome. Alright, so there you go. Congrats to CW. They will advance in the round robin. I'll bring you some more of those games later. Thanks for joining me, guys. If you have a demo, please send it to me at falafel1066@yahoo.com. And follow me on Twitter if you feel so inclined. I am at KipTF2. And that is about it. So have a great day, guys.